Queendom.
Welcome.
So, guys, recently I received a message from one of our former, again, we all were in high school together. I received a message from one of our former teacher in our advanced placement literature class.
Yes.
Shout out to Miss Madera.
Shout out to you, beautiful lady.
Hi.
Miss you.
So Miss Madera wrote me, and she wanted us to do a video directed to her class, but in general, also to anyone who's in high school or about to start high school or about to go off to college. She wanted us to basically talk about our real life experience, what her new students should be aware of, what they should take away from them from high school.
Her class.
Yeah, her class, literature, in general, and how has AP literature or just literature, books, reading, writing, etc. helped us in our journey. Okay. So?
We got you, girl.
All right, Daisy, take it away, because let's talk about Jalissa's favorite book.
Oedipus Rex.
Oh, yes. She loves that. She loves that. That and Frankenstein, I felt like you were beasting for those.
I did like Frankenstein, but not as much as Oedipus Rex.
You love that one.
So basically, a long story short, Oedipus Rex was about a guy who, he was a king, right?
Yeah.
He was a king, and he had like a crush on his mom or something?
He ended up somehow sleeping with his mama.
Yeah. And I don't, because it's been such a long time since I read the book, but I do remember that's basically what it was about. And what was it called? The Oedipus Rex syndrome?
No.
Yes.
It's something came out of it.
Yeah.
I think it's called about like the Freud? Okay.
Freud the
Something came out of it. But I think Oedipus Rex was like the first time that we started really like, oh, these books could get interesting.
Yeah. They're really not boring. Like if you actually sit down and read it, it's really not boring. Frankenstein ended up turning to be a really good book.
When Miss Madera first assigned this to us, I'm sorry, I was like, But after reading it, I was like, first of all, did you guys even know Frankenstein?
Frankenstein was not the monster. Frankenstein was the doctor that created him.
Who knew that?
Right?
We had it wrong the whole time.
Yeah, so that book was really good.
It was really
I would actually reread it.
And I think one good thing about Miss Madera, like, making us read those books is, guys, you're about to go into college. Or if you're not, you're about to get into this business world. And reading...
It's fundamental. It's so
fundamental.
fundamental.
I'm noticing that now. I hated reading.
Yeah, she definitely did.
But now I'm noticing that now that I'm in college, and I realize like
if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
Because
definitely.
like especially reading books like this, like Oedipus Rex and Frankenstein, it broadens the way you think about stuff and it helps you interpret things differently.
Yeah, and you're gonna need that in college. You're gonna read books that are not as juicy as Love and Hip Hop. Or some of the
series.
Yeah.
Or the urban fiction.
Yeah.
Even I'm taking a children's literature class right now, and I didn't know that children's literature was like
has real meaning to it.
Yes.
There's meaning behind everything that somebody writes. Like
reading can
little
be
poems.
very intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna need that. When you come to a textbook and your professor assigns,
and you may yawn, ha.
But
and
you
be
can make
bored
it fun.
about the thing, but you can make reading.
You can make it fun.
Yeah.
It's needed. So whether you can imagine things when you're reading or break down the text or try to find a hidden meaning.
Use sticky notes. Remember Miss Madera used to
always
sticky notes.
Annotate,
guys.
Yes.
No, annotating is so
good.
important.
Yes.
Especially when I was in college. I remember one time a professor was like, okay, here's a book. The book is this big. This big. And he was like, okay, so now do a 10-page paper. I'm like, it only got 10 pages in the whole book. So I really had to take each line and just really break it down. And then I wrote those 10 pages in a heartbeat. Like, you're going to be put in predicaments where you either have to read 2-3 chapters a night.
Yeah.
And
even more than that a night.
And then the chapters aren't
for more than one class.
Exactly.
Because they don't care about your other
Each
classes.
class you got like 5 chapters to read.
So do the math.
Yeah.
And if you're taking like 5 or 6 classes, do the math.
Yeah. So you really, you can't get away from it, guys. Sorry, you just can't get.
There's no way to beat the system.
No, you just have to learn how to navigate your way through it.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, it's like when you leave high school, you don't have that push in college where it's like, you make sure you read this, make sure you have this on time.
They're not.
Well,
They're
there's some
not
professors. There's some professors that are really.
They give you reminders, but they're not on your back as they are in high school.
I had a professor, and this is how I know that. Hey, Dorothy, you're not in Kansas anymore.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Literature reference.
Yeah.
So, the first time that I went into college, I had a professor, and I came in one day, and I sat down, and I'm like, okay. So he's like, okay, guys, quiz. I'm like, quiz where? He's like, there's a quiz today. I'm like, I knew about the quiz. Everybody's like, it's on the syllabus. I'm like, so he didn't remind us? He's like, no, I gave you a syllabus at the beginning of the semester. It's your priority to read and know when things are happening. I don't have to remind you of anything. You're an adult. I was like, oh,
wake up call.
I don't care if you graduated high school when you were 16 and you go into college when you're 17. You're an adult now,
One
and they
tip
don't care.
I have when you're entering college is to always have a planner.
Yep.
Maybe not a planner, but make sure like you have
and you could
certain dates. Make sure you remember those dates.
And you could
that
definitely
things are
put
coming up.
Sorry.
In your phone.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Because that's what I do.
Yeah, you could definitely
I have
put
reminders
those
for
stuff.
everything.
Because with me, I got bad memory, and if I don't write it down, I'm not gonna remember it.
So, let's review our tips. Planners, keep yourself organized as much as possible.
Definitely.
If you're full-time, even if you're part-time, a lot of information is going to come thrown at you.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get out of reading, guys. Sorry, not sorry. Find a way to make it fun. Annotate if that helps you. Read it in sections, however you...
Try to think about it in a different perspective.
Try
Like, try to compare it.
To life.
Yeah.
That's how I look at reading.
Yeah, that's how I read things now as well. Especially with a lot of, like, I had history classes, boring, but history repeats itself, so it was so amazing to see how things tied into one another. Be on top of things. I know in high school you could get away with a lot of things.
Everything.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot. But in college or even anywhere in life, when you start working, you have deadlines are deadlines. You know, and that's how they teach you in college. If you miss,
don't procrastinate.
Yeah,
don't
you
ever
can't
procrastinate.
If you miss that deadline, you know, I remember one time you never had a Blackboard assignment, you forgot, and it was about to be 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
You
and you
had
rushed.
to
Rush to that
do an
computer.
all-nighter.
Yep.
You had to pull an all-nighter.
Because it had to get
coffee.
done. That professor don't want to hear about your dead cat.
Because once it's closed, it's closed. He doesn't want a hard copy the next day.
Don't
if
leave
it's
it
not
in
there
my
by
mailbox.
12, nope.
No, nothing.
Professor could have up to 100 students in one lecture hall.
They
He's
won't
not
even
about
know
to
you
go
by
back
name.
for you. You know? Yeah. Even now, you tell him, hey, Professor, I'm Susie. He's like, Susie who?
Right.
You know?
What's the section number what class you're taking? What's the section number?
Yeah, a professor.
But some professors really do know. If you like really like talk
have
out
a
loud,
relationship
like
with your professor.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Make sure
But
you get
you-
to know your professor.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that
Definitely.
Go
helps.
to his office hours. Go to her office hours. Make sure you get to know
Email
your
them.
professor.
Definitely email.
Yeah.
And when you're emailing, don't talk slang because they hate that.
Yeah.
They definitely hate
I
that.
took a communication class and they
My communication teacher said it too.
I've had professors who would not. He told me, like, if you write me in a way that I don't feel is respectful, I'm not responding to you.
Yep.
Period.
And
'Cause
he
they don't
has
think
all
they have
rights.
to.
They can get real disrespectful too.
Yeah. Well, you're an adult, so
Yeah.
you have to basically take control of everything that you're gonna do from this point on.
It's like literally once you graduate from high school, you have to grow up once you go to college. They don't care.
Make sure
You
you're
have-
on top of them too.
And there's some
Like as far as
professors
like going to like their like financial aid or whatever, they'd be like, oh, we're gonna email you this and that, and you don't get the email. It's like, okay, I didn't get the email.
Don't
make
wait.
sure you keep going back.
Yeah, don't
and
wait.
Make sure that thing what you're going for is getting done.
And some professors do write out and reach out to you regarding tests and stuff. Some professors do that, some professors don't, but
But
it
at
all
the same
depends on your
time,
professor.
I feel like you must keep it in your head that all professors don't do that.
Yeah.
Just so you can remember.
Because even if like you go into the work field, your boss is not gonna tell you 30 times that you have a deadline due on the 1st. You just have to. He told you once, make sure you got it, and you write it down and you figure it out. But one big thing I would say is that if you guys, even for seniors or people who are now in high school, college is you really have to. It's not something that you could just do your senior year, or I mean, not your senior. What's the year before that?
Junior.
Yeah, your junior year. You know, like as far as applying and as far as figuring out what you want to do.
You should definitely start as soon as you get into college.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So if you guys have like college classes that your school is
take them.
Oh, they come in handy.
Yeah,
yep.
it really shows you what's college like.
Yeah, you get
and they help with the credits too.
Yeah, you get credits.
Yeah, Jumpstart.
The
Jumpstart
we did that.
In Monroe
Yeah, we
College,
did that.
that one
We
was
took
really
college
good.
classes in while we're in
all
high
did.
school.
Yeah, and it opened,
it
opened us up.
Yes.
To knowing what the college experience was like. I still get those credits on my transcript, and you get to still take it with your friends who you're probably not gonna see again. So
and one thing I want to say is make sure you have try to have a good support system. If it's not your family, try to have some type of friends that push you to go and get things done,
or even teachers like Miss Madera personally was really like
she was a big support
on
system
us
for me.
a lot.
Yeah,
like a
definitely.
lot. Miss Madera has recommendations for me to get into college because remember you needed recommendations.
Yeah.
She wrote an excellent one, and even up to this day I still
even Mr. Paris.
Hey, Miss Madera, yeah, Mr. Paris.
Yes, that was a good one.
Yeah,
I love Mr. Paris.
I still use those recommendations. She helped us as far as like annotating how to like break down your text. That helped me so much. There's so much writing involved in college.
And the college type style essays, what were they called?
Yeah,
MLA.
Those are important. So when she's giving you those tidbits,
once you master those,
because your professor is not gonna go through that. They give you a little book that breaks down each style, and you have to like go through it yourself. That's not helpful. Or you're
especially if you're a visual person and you need to like actually see how to do it. That's definitely not gonna work for you.
I have so much people, like I used to briefly help out in the writing center, and you would not believe how many people didn't even know how to start like an introduction on their paragraph. You don't have an intro on your anything, your whole paper sucks, you know? Some people have to write backwards. They had to do their thing first and then create an intro. Yeah.
And then you
all of those are like
that kind of helps. That
yeah, some people work backwards
yeah.
and then have to do the intro first, but learning how to figure out your writing style, what works for you,
and what doesn't.
Yeah, try to figure it out in high school because when you get to college, it does eat up some time to go to the writing center.
You have
other
working.
Yeah, you're working. You probably have other responsibilities. So honestly, use this opportunity to perfect these crafts. It sounds like, you know, when you go to high school, you're like, oh, what am I ever gonna use?
Yeah,
literature.
It follows you
writing?
everywhere.
Oh my god.
Because you have to know how to read everywhere, literally. Like, everywhere in this world, you have to know how to read. So
not even having to know how to read, you have to be able to put yourself to where you not like you have to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't just read what you like. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. You're gonna read the boring text. You gotta have to learn how to break down science text. I remember I had a chem book, and I was like, I didn't know where to start, how, like, cause it's not fun, you know. It doesn't. It's no intro. It's no cute paragraph in the chemistry text.
No
it's
pictures.
Plain text, you know. So you have to be able to push yourself to read past those limits. You have to be able to write in different styles. Science doesn't take that. They take
use context clues.
Yeah, they take Chicago. No, I'm lying. APA.
Yeah.
Sorry. You have to learn what style goes for which writing thing. That goes down to reciting. So this class is uber important, and we're not just saying it just because we were in your shoes.
We were definitely sitting in those seats y'all was sitting in.
Yep.
And listening and reading them same books. I did not like The Alchemist. I'm sorry, I did not.
The Alchemist was not Miss Madera. That was Miss
Yes,
Paris.
no, that's Miss Madera. Miss
It was?
Madera said yes. She like, I made you guys read The Alchemist too.
Alchemist.
The one where he turned thing into gold.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that.
I skimmed through that book.
I didn't.
I'm sorry.
I cheated off of her.
Spark Notes did or something
Yeah.
because and there's no Spark Notes for college books.
There
I'm
isn't.
trying.
There isn't.
No.
There's no Spark Notes.
I remember Spark Notes.
The Spark
Brief
Notes is
summaries of every
the
chapter.
is the person next to you. Oh, that's the other good tidbit. Make sure in each class you have a person. Get a person's number. You never know when you're gonna miss that class. You never know
when you're not gonna understand something.
Yeah. You definitely need a buddy in each
or
class.
2 or 3 or 4.
Even if they're forming a study group, try to get in that study group because you're gonna need it.
It's helpful,
especially for college too.
Mm-hmm.
I think college is definitely the first step into figuring out where you're in life. Like, people always say, like, hey, I want to take a year to kind of figure it out. But if you're in a year in the same environment and in the same space, what exactly are you figuring out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have
For
to
me,
actually take initiative
personally,
to...
college helped me because it opened up my mind to so many things that I wasn't aware of. And it was my, like you said, my own initiative. Because I took classes that I wanted to take. Nobody forced me to take them after you got past the general stuff. So I was able, like, you guys are all about to go back to school or had started. Gabby, you guys are all still in school. There were things in college that opened your mind up. I started as a nursing major, and it was to be in college and taking my first psychology course. I was like, I love this. I like this. I want to do this. And I probably would have never figured that out just working at Walmart or working a 9 to 5 or just getting life lessons.
It gives you that experience to figure out what you want to do.
Yeah,
because we were headstrong going to be nurses.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
like,
wasn't nobody going to tell us
Yes.
nothing else. Nobody. And college opened up. You learn psychology, you learn history, you learn anthropology, you learn writing, you learn child studies. Like, it's just so much that you could dibble and dabble your freshman year and just take 101 classes and see what you like. You don't want to do 4 years for something that you think you're going to do.
Yeah.
Or
make sure you're passionate about it, because
use
all that time wasted, and it's going to be time wasted if you don't want to do it.
Use your first few years to really figure out. Take classes that you never heard of. I remember
how many times I changed my mind about doing things.
Yo, sis, I don't want to walk you down the list.
Yeah.
I changed my mind about my major so
many times.
And I go right back to the same one that I started off with.
Yep.
But it allows you to do that. You could switch it up, figure it out. So I would have said, I would say for freshman year, don't make it so hard on yourself. Take
Dibble and
fun
dabble.
classes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Try things that you've never heard of. I remember I took an anthropology class. I liked it. You're not going to have the same friends that you're sitting next to, but luckily we did.
Yeah, well,
you don't always have the same friends.
And that's okay.
Yeah, because sometimes you just grow out of people.
Yeah.
And you realize that they're not here for you, or you're not here for them, or you guys don't match, or whatever, because like we said in our first video, it used to be like 13 of us and it's only 4 left.
I also think that's a good thing for, like, in high school. A lot of people make decisions like, hey, my friend is going to this school, my friends are going to go
there.
Yeah. Make sure you're making decisions about what's best for you, because honestly, like they said, that person's probably not going to be there. So when you're thinking of schools, think about what you like.
Yeah.
And don't wait till the last minute.
Because we all went to different schools. Well, me and Gabby actually went to the same school even high school.
Yeah.
City Tech. But then
I regret not going away to college. I completely regret that.
Do you?
Oh, do you?
I swear, every day I think about it. When I see my cousins or my...
This is Gabby bougie.
Go ahead.
When I see my cousins and my friends that went out to college, I regret not going away to college.
But why?
Is it because of the experience?
Yes, the going away experience, that's like tops.
Mm-hmm.
And just like meeting new friends, or
so
you
get
the travel. What is that? The study abroad experience when you go away to college. You go to a different country. You know, experience certain.
But why can't you do that after, like, let's say you graduate with your bachelor's or your associates and you go abroad for your master's
I
or
think
your
I get what Gabby
doctorate.
said. It's like it could
is the experience.
It could be both. It could be like it's a benefit and a disadvantage depending on who you are personally.
Yeah.
Like for me, I got free food. My mom cooked. My mom helped me out, so I didn't have to worry about that. But I do wish that I could have,
experienced
see somewhere else,
network more.
see different people. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
would say no debt is always amazing.
Yeah.
Because if you,
I had no debt at all. But
then again, if you get those scholarships, that really helps. Because my sister is away for college. She's in Oswego, and she got like 4 or 5 different scholarships, and which help pay.
But
for
you
her.
really have to like search beforehand. Scholarships takes work, like writing essays and stuff. So you have to be if that that's something that you would need, do the research for that, because you can't just get a scholarship.
And don't not sign up for a scholarship because you have to write an essay.
Yeah.
Don't
writing again.
Yeah. Don't let that be a reason why you don't sign up for a scholarship that you most definitely know you can get.
Or what about even?
And it's an easy essay compared to what you're going into.
Right.
For some jobs, have you even had like writing samples for jobs? Like jobs now requires a writing sample to see.
I even took a math test for
how.
Yeah. This
job. Yeah.
Oh my god.
To see how
you
right.
No.
I had to fill out a whole worksheet. I had to do long and the questions.
You never had a writing?
That's
no
stupid.
way.
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh yeah, I had to do math questions.
We had
No, I
that's
have
a
to
QSAT for
The gateway.
Yeah. I had to go in and take a test.
Mm-hmm. I had 2 jobs require a writing sample for me.
And we work with people that have disabilities, so
Yeah,
we're basically taking care of them. So it's like, what do we have to know this for? But again,
it comes writing comes back.
Because I remember sitting in math class, I'm like, wait, why do I need this? I'm not.
Why do I need to know that
A
squared plus B squared equals C squared? But evidently,
came right back up.
Yep.
To get a job, just to get a job, it came right back up.
Yeah.
A job that doesn't require math.
I would also say if you're not going to college, don't feel any type of way. Sometimes college isn't for everybody, which is honestly true. But if you're not going, know that life is about to hit you, so be strong and have a game plan. Don't just say I'm not going to college just because you're not. College is free now, so it gives you all those benefits. But if you feel like that's not your forte,
have a backup
figure
plan.
out what you're gonna do. And
take
really go for it. If you have to do little job corps things, to get a trade, if that's what you want. If you want to do security, here or little things, make sure you have a plan when you're about to go out, because life is about to hit, and you guys know the type of president we have right now.
He ain't looking out for us.
So we're gonna need you to be
vigilant
on your game.
Be vigilant.
I would say though, going away, like for my brother, helped him like learn how to be independent, because he learned how to like do his own grocery list and how to live by yourself. Yeah. Those are things that I didn't get the opportunity.
Because she definitely used to depend on us a lot.
Yeah, now they learn how to be forced into that independence, so that's also a benefit.
Now she's asking, how do you do this and how do you do that? Now she just knows how to do it. So
that's good.
Then again, if you guys are trying to go to college and look for a professor, always try Rate My Professor.
Rate My
That's
Professor.
really good.
Oh, yes.
That's a good website. Yes, that's a good
like
website.
if you're registering for classes and you realize that there's a name for a professor there, just grab that name and go on Google and
copy and paste.
Yeah, into Rate
But
My
I would also say that some students are just really mad. So you have to take it with like a grain of salt. Some advice are really, really good, and then some you can kind of tell that the student didn't put the work in, and that's why they received the grade. So you gotta kind of take it like 50-50, kind of. You have to be, again, on top of yourself, guys, in college. They don't help you know where you end up taking classes you didn't need to take. You end up going around in circles. You have to really know your bursars, know your register, go online, figure out what they still have like pathways.
If they even
like
have programs, if they have like
thing now.
SEEK program, what's the one that you have? College Discovery, ASAP.
Yeah.
If you apply, you get all the benefits from it.
Take everything.
Take it all.
Grab everything. Grab everything.
It's not like you're completely left by yourself, because they do offer like tutoring.
You just have to find
figure it out. Right.
You have to find
Nobody's gonna come to you for
and
it.
say, hey, like, you know, you have to figure out, hey, they have writing center, hey, they have a math center, hey,
I noticed how you were doing bad in this class.
And there's flyers all over the school. Read the flyers as well. There's always flyers.
Some professors will come to you and tell you, I see that you're doing bad. Maybe you should go take up a writing class, or a writing, writing class, or a math tutor or something.
Yeah.
If y'all have any questions, sorry.
Reach out to us.
Yeah. Reach out to Miss Madera if you want. Let her reach out to us. Whatever.
Vice versa.
We'll come back to you guys.
Follow us. Miss Madera has our information. Feel free to access anything.
Anything y'all want us to make videos on. If you found this helpful.
If you guys need help as far as colleges, if you're staying in the city, we got some help with that. We know I can help you with different courses and stuff that you
suggest any courses that you want to take.
Yeah.
Your major, we'll
we're
help you
all
figure it
here
out.
to help.
Yeah.
And guys, welcome to adulthood.
You're almost there. You still have probably a couple months left.
It's gonna be rough, but ride that wave.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. And have fun at prom or whatever else you guys
have
do.
fun
senior
at
trip.
Prom and senior trip.
Oh my god, yes. Senior trip is so lit.
Stop it.
We had so much fun.
Senior trip. Oh my god. Y'all remember the DC trip?
Yes.
We just want to thank you guys for watching this video.
Thank you, Miss Madera, for always keeping in touch and checking in on us.
Good luck, guys.
You know, today was her birthday.
Yes!
Happy
birthday! By the time we upload this, it might be a little late.
Yeah.
But, yes, happy
love
birthday.
you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.